The tea is hot, y'all. When I tell you, Monday morning, yesterday was acting a fool, and today, we was not supposed to start this week off banging like this, okay? Y'all, if you ain't heard, I'm locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out, I'm locked up, they won't let me out, no, they won't let me out. Diddy said, I ain't trying to get locked up, okay? I'm gonna fly this coop for real, for real. Now, in my opinion, that fool over there with Russell, okay? He called on Russell, was like, hey, you wouldn't happen to have a pull-out couch, would you? You wouldn't happen to have a guest room, would you? Okay? So, y'all, we gonna talk about Diddy while I'm on the way to go pick up my brother. Y'all know what I mean? Running my errands. It's a good time for me to chit-chat with y'all and shoot the okay? Yeah, y'all. So we gonna get into Diddy, all right, y'all. So even after Diddy, we got to talk about Karen. She another one that's getting ready to get the clinks, okay? With her little DUI. Potomac is acting up too, y'all. So let's go ahead and get to, like I said. So yesterday / today, you know, everybody's been getting information about how the feds is raiding Diddy. Like, the feds is coming for you. They are literally acting like Mama Joyce, not Mama Joyce, Bertha. No, it was Mama Joyce who said that ain't no desert hot enough to keep me off your ass, Todd. And the feds is looking at Diddy like, you can run, but you can't hide, okay? So y'all all know Diddy has been having all of these allegations, been having obviously the lawsuit with Cassie. And Cassie, you know, I really just want to give a shout out to her and hope and pray that she's doing okay after everything. Because truth be told, it, you know, honestly, had it not been for Cassie, would you know, this rap game finally be having their Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein moment? Like, for real. We have been obviously complaining, not even complaining, but just the industry turns such a blind eye when it comes to how men treat women. Obviously, we know why, patriarchy. And when we start hearing stories to the magnitude of which Cassie was explaining what happened with her and Diddy, you know, he got called up on, you know, sex trafficking charges, smoosh allegations, drugging, you know, he had a thing for voyeurism, watching his girl getting cooked, you know, y'all know he's a cuckold apparently, and specifically being a cuckold to BBC, you know, the big black, okay? And I really think that has a lot to do with the fact that he probably got a little one. Honestly, ain't no man who got a big D wanting to watch his girl get effed by a bunch of dudes that got it. They want to do it themselves. They need the ego boost. But also too, a lot of men get off on women being in pain. And so I would not be surprised if that was also something that he was into as well. It's almost like women's pain is almost like it's just an ego boost to men. Because the crazier they are, the lower they are, the higher they feel in their power, I guess you could say. And so Cassie, you know, she got that lawsuit and settled 24 hours later, and that should have been a teller for everybody else about how serious this situation with Diddy is. You know, for the fact that it took 24 hours for them to open door, close, shut that case, that means something is up. And so now he'll be here, okay, not only one of his houses, but I think they hit like 2 or 3 of his houses simultaneously, either looking for him and the info, okay, looking for him and the proof. Now, when the feds come knocking, you know, allegedly that means they already been looking for you, okay? They already been on yes, all right? They just is looking for more validation of what the case is already about, but they basically do have enough to lock your ass up, point blank period. Lock it up, you go to jail. you're going to jail. Okay? Now, Diddy, you can run, like I said, but you can't hide. I mean, I swear to God, y'all, I really feel like he is over there with Russell. He called him up because we ain't seen Russell. We done heard of him. And the only person who has seen him lately is Usher. You know, he posted that picture with Usher. But ain't nobody know where. All we know is he out the country of Bali somewhere. And Diddy's last play was seen in Miami. And they like tracked his like PJ like serial number or whatever, and that was the last place they tracked it to, and it was heading out of the country. Like, we know how this story goes. The rich men got the money and they flee, all right? But the crazy part is, Diddy, you left your kids. Not only is your kids involved in this, your sons, but they got your kids in handcuffs at the crib, bruh. So obviously they can't, distract the people rummaging through your house and not cause interference. But look at what your actions is, causing to happen to your kids. And you know why I always, I don't want to say laugh, but many times men are always focusing on, how women are breaking up the family and, causing single motherhood because you're leaving. And now the women aren't following the Bible, God's will, being submissive women. But we never want to talk about how the Bible says the fathers of the sins, roll over to the kids. Now, I grew up in the church, and I ain't no Bible thumper, but I do remember at least that much, okay? How the father's sins roll over to the kids. And so now here it is. We got Quincy and Lil Puffy Jr. Reaping it. Now also as well, it is alleged that, they was involved in some of the stuff that he was doing at the parties and whatnot. And if they were, that's also another thing. But like who else did they learn from? Daddy himself. Okay, you learn by example. And it really is unfortunate because I hear like this is his twin daughter's senior year, and look what their senior year has come to. Sitting here rummaging every day trying to figure out the next place they can go for safety because their daddy, is wacko, right? So y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all tell me what you feel about Diddy. Y'all feel like they gonna find him? Where y'all feel like he hiding? Y'all feel like potentially the sons could get wrapped up in the case? Boy, Diddy, I'm telling you, they is on you, man. On you, okay? And you deserve every bit of it because that document in which Cassie explained everything that happened to her, y'all, that was some nasty work. Like, that really was some nasty work that he did on her. And obviously, why people are like, oh, she didn't come out, why didn't come out? When there's so many people talking about the dangerous they see Diddy do to people, making people disappear, Kid Cudi car blowing up, and then when you are going up against a person with money who has connections and things like that, I hate that people be acting so dumb as to why people don't come forward. Look how y'all treat the victims when they do. That's the thing, y'all don't come forward, y'all, and with open arms y'all come forward. When they come forward, y'all sitting there waiting for them with stones in your hand, just ready to throw them every single time. But yeah, like I said, Cassie, she cracked the door. She bust the door open, low key. I ain't gonna lie, Cassie bust that bitch open, and now everybody else is coming through. Y'all know that one girl who was a part of the gang case. Unfortunately, they said her identity could be revealed, and that's unfortunate because she was a minor at the time. But it's just, y'all, when I tell you Sean Puffy Combs, Brother Love, whatever it is, and you know what too? I got a theory about Brother Love. See, I was thinking about it one day. It's like, when you are a person that's that disgusting, I think, and he changed his name literally like every other year, right? And I think, and all his names always had to do with some type of like love, brother love, like trying to embody, lifting up, right? Empowerment, love. And I think he changed his name. My theory is, if I change my name to these things, then maybe, just maybe, that will influence me to live up to that. Maybe, just maybe, if I give myself another title, that will change who I am. It will cause a chain reaction of me to work to, like I said, embody that type of person. But the problem is, if you don't do the internal work, it don't matter what name you give yourself. You're always going to be the nasty ass, okay, that is abusing girls, drugging women, having these crazy ass freak offs at your house, and, just dangerous, a danger to society. But yeah, like I said, you guys, y'all throw down the comments. Diddy, like I said, they on your ass, Mr. Postman. But speaking of some more topics, y'all, let's go ahead and get to who else is real quick. I just want to touch on him because I meant to do a video on him a while ago. Y'all, real quick, Tristan Thompson, basically, long story short, that nigga he owed child support. He another one they after, Mr. Postman. Your girl in Houston that you slept with raw while you knew you was trying to have a baby with Chloe. Ooh, Chloe, girl, you just went out bad. Just bad. Yeah, the woman that you got pregnant and then you haven't seen the baby since. I mean, when's the last time you also seen your other son? What's his name? Prince with Jordan? Yeah, that one. How many times, how long has it been since you seen that one, Tristan? But basically, they hit him up for back child support, and so be it. A lot of you just want to be mad, talking about, oh, she trapped me. No, you trapped yourself. I'm so sick of this notion that men don't have a choice in not having raw sex. Like, y'all like, oh, women control the access to sex. Well, you also control the access to enter her body. You can choose not to. That's the crazy part. You can choose not to, but because y'all so desperate for the cookie, the coochie, and the ego boost that comes with it, it's like a drug to you dudes who are mediocre. Not that you, quote unquote, may be presenting as high value to the world because you might got, status and money, but your character and morality is still giving. It is still giving mediocre. Okay. So yeah, Tristan. I know you done with basketball, and Chris helped you get a job, sports casting or whatever. So I hope that works in your favor, and then here's the thing too, Chloe's dumbass, and you know what? Who you gonna ask for the money? Chloe. And you know what she's gonna do? Give it to him, because what does society tell women to do? Oh, don't make your dad the me. I want to make the men look bad. Y'all be dragging the dads and make your kids look at them different. It's always the woman, the wife, the girl's responsibility to make the man look good. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me try to close this. It's always the woman's responsibility to keep up with the appearance of the father. Don't make him look bad, and it's always the woman's responsibility to keep the man in the kid's life. And that's whack as finna, honestly. And I wouldn't be surprised if Chloe did it, because in her mind, Tristan's such a good father to True. But what about them other two? Okay? What about them other two? That's and so because she wants Tristan in True's life, I would not be surprised if Chloe paid that shit off. I really wouldn't. Because she dumb, okay? She dumb. She took that back after he cheated on her while she was pregnant, sent her into birth. Get somebody else to do it. So, yeah, moving on. So, like I said, y'all, another person who's getting ready to get that clank. Karen, you remember when you told Ashley to tell Michael not to drop the slope, not to drop the soap, okay? For the clink. Girl, the universe might have hit you with that Uno reverse, man, because they talking about you got 8 violations over there with your drunk boots. Now the story Karen said was, of course, she was emotional. I guess she went out to dinner with her friend, had a very, intense conversation. Ooh, sorry, I was spitting. I'm sorry if y'all saw that. I feel like I'm kind of talking weird because I got a ear infection and this bitch is hurting. Like, when you start getting older, you start having weird ass shit happening to you. And I got this ear infection. I literally feel like I'm under the water on like this half of my body, and that bitch is hurting. But and then antibiotics be big as fuck, y'all. Them antibiotic pills be huge. All right, I'm passing the popo. Don't you try to do it. Don't you try to do it. Cause y'all, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm riding dirty as hell. I ain't gonna tell you how. Try to catch me riding dirty. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all, but that's none of y'all business. I ain't none of y'all business. So yeah, Karen, she had like 8 citations, DUI, endangerment, driving, you know, under the influence. Then she refused the breathalyzer. Yeah, Karen was on one, okay? And so now, you know, before Karen used to have the sentiments of being able to say, like, oh, she didn't necessarily have a problem, you know, because allegedly she had this is her second, you know, driving under the influence situation. And not only with this, you know, these citations and this arrest or whatever, it's also kind of making people remember how back in the day, Rob used to be like, Carrie used to call me drunk, saying stuff, you know, just every about how her and Carrie used to have drunk conversations. Shit, y'all remember when Karen, when they was in that cabin at Monique's house, and she got a drunk boost and talked about how she wanted her money back from paying off Ray's debts. She was funny though. She said, I want my money back. I want my money back. That's when you give these niggas, they talking about, oh, women become financial liabilities to men. Y'all ain't the only one that are, women ain't the only one that are financial liabilities. Let's cut it out, because there's a lot of women right now that got a car for the nigga in their name, got a loan in their name, okay, that's paying off loans for in his name, but they paying them off. Like, let's stop it. Like, let's really stop it. It's a lot of women right now that got a car that's letting another man drive it, and he wrecking it, and she paying the cost because it's her insurance, right? But that's another story. That's neither here nor there. But just let it be known, Karen gets drunk and, you know, be talking sometimes. But y'all think Karen got a drinking problem? Y'all think she do? She might. And y'all know, of course, the thing of like, you know, her mom talking about Mother's Day, and everybody's like, well, girl, Mother's Day ain't here yet, so I mean, is that really it? But you know, y'all, I've never lost a parent, and I, you know, knock on wood, Lord Jesus, let that not happen no time soon. But I can imagine the grief, you know, for people who lose people very close to them, they obviously say like the grief comes in waves. And I'm not gonna, you know, denounce that maybe Karen could possibly be struggling with the fact, because she lost her parents in a very tragic way of them just like back to back. I think when she lost her parents like within weeks of each other or a month of each other, like maximum. So that is a very tough way to, you know, lose parents. And so I'm sure, you know, that can be touchy sometimes, but it still ain't no excuse to get behind a wheel. Like, girl, you got a driver. What happened to Blue Eyes? Where your driver at, bitch? Like, Karen, you too old for that. And in a Maserati, so I know you ain't trying to be over there fast and furious in your Maserati while you 2 Tito's and cranberry juices in deep. Like, so RHOP, y'all, is just literally they going, all right, they is going. So Karen does secure next season, because you know they're gonna be hot on her ass. And then speaking of next season, y'all, let's go ahead and move into talking about how Robyn got the pink slip. Shout out to Rodney the voice, okay? Handing out pink slips, y'all. Robyn, she got fired. And see, Robyn, you know what's crazy is, we know you and Juan need the motherfucking money. And all you had to do was be honest. And you wouldn't have to be worried about financially being responsible to the extent in which y'all are about to struggle, because you ain't gonna get no money better than Bravo money. Because ain't nobody buying them hats, okay? You know, the franchise is all good and all, but you know, that's percentage of other people's company that you're taking a cut of. This really was this could have been your bread and butter. All you had to do was give us a little something, Robyn, but you kept trying to protect Juan, and Juan ain't owe none of that protection. And that's why when the girl sat down and talked to you, like, why aren't you mad at him? She's like, what do you want me to do? You want to be mad at him? I hate when Robyn does it. Every time she gets confronted with something, I'm so glad Robyn Dixon is not here. What do you want me to do? Scream, yell at him? Then in the DR, she always does this thing where it's like, oh, I'm the hypocrite. Like, she just starts doing just such deflecting BS. It is like, Robyn, you're only making yourself confirm what everybody's thinking about you when you do that shit. So yeah, when Candiace called her out for that blogger situation, oh, then that means I'm a hypocrite. Yeah, bitch, because you over there sending DMs and information to bloggers. And you know what's crazy is the fact that, Robyn, you didn't think what you were doing was wrong because you told the story of bits and pieces behind your paywall. You were getting paid on Bravo to tell your story, but decided to be like, you know what? Bump that $50,000, $60,000, $75,000 check. Bump that. I'm gonna go tell my business for $5. For $5 in a Twitter, on a Twitter account. And then the information she told wasn't even like nothing. Like, we knew Robyn wasn't gonna say no real shit. She's still sitting there talking about she believed how Juan went up to the girl to the hotel and sleep with her. But she know her husband. He ain't no good when it came to them boys, and he wasn't no good when it came to her. And the only thing, Robyn, like that fear of leaving the familiar, even though he's ass, even though we know Juan is absolutely mentally, emotionally abusive. When they separated, she didn't even talk to anybody else. Like, that's how stuck on Juan she was. And also too, when you are a woman who's with a man that you know a lot of women want, it makes you not want to give him up more, because we know Juan can literally move on like that to the next woman. Now the thing is, we know Juan got all these cases, and his 15 months of that money that they sent him is up. True T. So that's why everybody looking at you like, Robyn, you really are dumb. Like, you dumb. Ooh, bitch, you dumb. Girl, you let Juan F you out of house and home trying to cover up his philandering, can't keep his dick in his pants. I had to go wash the laundry with Coach Bree having ass. Boy, I tell you, I'll be damned. And so this is where we gonna roll on over to Mia, because y'all, Mia, she and Gordon set that finale off. I tell you, I heard allegedly Gordon done sent her a restraining order. I didn't get a chance to look at that information. It just popped up on my phone before I started recording this. So y'all, I may go live and talk about the whole Mia and Gordon situation once I get more information. But yeah, RHOP, not only is Robyn out ski, so is Candiace, y'all. Now that's one I was not expecting. I did not expect to see Candiace out of there, and it is bittersweet, because the bitter part of it is like, one, bitch, you definitely deserve to stay and get retribution, because Giselle definitely schemed her way out of getting held accountable. Now I'm hoping at the reunion she gets the retribution. Okay, you got your flasher on, come on over, thank you, Jesus. Because I got this 18-wheeler behind me, and I do not, y'all, I don't know if y'all one of the people, like, I don't like driving behind 18-wheelers, beside 18-wheelers, but y'all be hitting that gas like me, so I can get past it. I can't do it, y'all. I can't do it. But yeah, Giselle, really tanked this whole season, because we were so focused. We know what the producers did. They pushed that Wendy and Neckish in our face, because one, they didn't want to have the Wendy, Candiace, Giselle confrontation. Giselle, for some reason, has them pussy whipped, just like Robyn over there braiding her coochie hair. So are the producers. And it really caused the season to tank. Like, really. And so y'all push that nigga and Wendy shit in our face. And honestly, nigga, what happens is a lot of these rookies get used as producers, you know, plants or whatever. And when you're a rookie, you feel like, oh, I gotta make a splash, and do something, but you really don't. The goal really is to come on like how Kiana did. You know, yes, say your piece and everything, but you know, just ease your way into it. NECA came in and jumped right onto the deep end, and I know a lot of it, like I said, had to do with the producers. But look at how much we could have been talking about. Robyn, she definitely was supposed to get more than 2 episodes of getting her ass handed to her when it came to that one situation. Giselle missed a whole ass whooping. And then Mia and that Gordon story literally was salacious. Like, that was such a big story because come to find out, they had an open relationship the whole time. Gordon started spilling all the beans, all the juice, and low-key, they need the money. So it's like, we can be honest and lay all our shit bare. Shout out to Say the Last Dance. I don't care what nobody says. Say the Last Dance is one of the best black movies. I lay all her shit bare. Oh, shout out to Kerry Washington. I lay all her shit bare, okay? So yeah, Gordon, he thought he was laying all me shit bare, talking about, girl, I told you to keep ink under wraps, and you had me thinking that Jeremiah potentially couldn't be mine. So what's up? She's like, that's not fair. He's like, if you want fair, but you go to a carnival. Honk, clown. But the truth is, Gordon, we don't feel bad for you because you knew what you signed up for. You knew what you signed up for. You were the man with the money. She was the woman with the looks. We know how this game goes, and it's so funny how men talk about women being gold diggers, but that's the women y'all want. Y'all want the women who are there for the money because that's what you have excess of. That's easy for you to just cash out. It's harder for you to actually do the internal work to be with a woman. So I'm just gonna find a woman who settles for the cash I give her, right? Because I don't really want to have to do all the other true work, right? But yeah, Mia, she did what Robyn was supposed to do. Robyn, if you look what she was supposed to do, look at Mia, right? Mia literally Mia did a good job, y'all, this season. She really did. I noticed how Mia became the go-between when episode like 3 or 4. I noticed she was the same person that talked to Ashley, the same person that ended up talking with Robyn, because they needed somebody to talk to Robyn that someone be open to, because she wasn't gonna talk to Wendy, she wasn't gonna talk to Candiace. And so Mia became that person besides Giselle to kind of like get that information out of Robyn, which we saw her, you know, at the chef when her and Juan, they did that little cooking stuff, and when they went to the little massage thing. Yeah, so Mia, she definitely gonna get a good bonus. Now that Candiace is gone, you know, some of that money can be allocated to her check. But with Candiace, y'all being gone, like I said, it's bittersweet. She's gone. Of course, they tried to blame this finale fight on her. It's very obvious that Ashley and Ashley and Giselle is still salty about how Candiace ripped them a new one. Y'all are just upset because y'all cannot verbally spar with her. As she said, the line is always moving. I thought it was about, oh, we don't represent fighting, that's not what we do. But then when Mia threw the drink on Wendy, it's I don't like her. Verbatim the words of Robyn, right? Y'all said, oh, Wendy, she had it coming, right? Because she runs her mouth. Okay, then Candiace gets a drink on her, and it's that mouth. Remember how I just said, oh, that mouth. Because Cal, bitch, I see you, Cal. I saw what you was doing in this finale. Talking about, oh, you gonna be talking, you should know what comes next. We're not comparing. This is not the Monique and Candiace situation. These are very much independent situations of each other. Okay? And Deborah came in there on a mission, and Ashley knows that. Now, did she expect the fight? No. But she knew damn well that Deborah was gonna get her word in when it came to Candiace. But Candiace said, I'm not giving you no time. But Ashley, you want to justify her getting hit and a drink thrown on her because, oh, Candiace, you're calling her vermin, you're calling her the help. And do you not remember all the shit that you said in Robyn seasons 2, 3, 4, 5? Like, are you not remembering all that shit? Are you not remember all the stuff you said to Karen? Ray got a limp dick, okay? All the stuff you said to Robyn, her broke ass owing taxes and stuff. Giselle, all the stuff you said to Karen, talking about, oh, Ray don't even want you. He like my friend better than you. But Candiace cuts to the white meat. Get the absolute out of here, bro. But yeah, y'all, Candiace, I wish you farewell. You know, hopefully, you know, she comes back. I think she will come back. Give her about a season or 2. That check gonna be nice though when she come back, okay? And what does this mean for the future of Potomac though? Like, what girls are they going to have? I definitely think they're gonna bring Kiarna back. I really want them to bring Ascala back. You know, now that Robyn's gone, Giselle clearly is staying. It should have been the other way around. It really should have. Giselle should be gone and Robyn should still be there. Point blank period. Because Robyn acts different when she don't have Giselle around her. But I think Robyn and Juan didn't live up to the contract that they signed, which is why they gave her that pink slip. Because they definitely owed them some scenes, okay? They did. Now, I didn't see Juan once again at this reunion with his old sneaky trifling ass. Every reunion, Robyn, this man leave you high and dry. Leave you to be the one to do all the defending of his actions. Ain't that some shit? Niggas always be the one to F up, but then the women gotta be the one to clean up the mess. That shit is getting old. But yeah, y'all, the future RHOP, what y'all think is coming up? Who do y'all want to see? Are y'all happy about Robyn leaving? Do y'all think it should have been Giselle over Robyn if you had to pick? Yeah, what you guys think about Diddy? Like I said, y'all think they gonna get him, you know, clink locked up? What does this mean for hip hop? They coming for everybody else, because if they go for Diddy, that list of people that was showing up to them freak offs, they coming, okay? Who's gonna be on the stand though is the question. Who's gonna be on the stand? Because when Diddy when they need somebody to testify, them sons, they definitely gonna lie on behalf of their daddy. They're gonna purge themselves, and that's gonna get them locked up. Diddy, your ass gonna be in jail, just Diddy bopping. Stop calling me. I spam. I'm in the middle of something. Damn, these spam calls.
Completed.
Like I said, Diddy gonna be Diddy bopping in jail for some little Debbie snacks, for some ramen noodles, okay? Let me Diddy bop, okay, for a cigarette carton. Yeah, you guys, so this video getting a little long, y'all, but if you stayed through all the way, I appreciate you for tuning in. RHOP next season, and I wonder what's gonna be next for RHOA with Portia, her ass, and Simon. Like I said, that's another thing I'm gonna get some more information on and talk about in the same video with Mia and Gordon. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch y'all hoes later. Deuces.